so I may have gotten a truck. I haven't paid for it yet, but I'm on my way to go up and look at it because, well, they wanted me to come up and look at it. So I came across the truck, one popped up, actually one of our old Texas trucks, and it's got low miles. It checked out, has an APU, has literally everything I want, with the exception of being a condo. I can give in on that. But that being said, the only problem is the truck's up in Sioux Falls, so I'm just running around the loop here on Wichita right now, and I was just going to wire them the money because, well, their trucks are all spec'd the same. I know what color it is, and I'm assuming it's going to be quite literally exactly what I'm envisioning. The diagnostics all checked out, but the boss was like, I'd feel better if you just came and put eyes on it, put your hands on it, and made sure before you sent the money. I said, you know, I get that. And that wasn't just for my benefit, it was for theirs. It's their benefit because they don't want to say that they sold you a truck sight unseen. I get that. It's protecting them. You know, you can buy a truck sight unseen, and then you could, you know, there's guys that out there that might decide they don't like the truck a little later and decide, well, I was coerced into doing this. Because some guys will make up anything to get out of a jam they created themselves. So this is the company protecting themselves. I could have said, nope, nope, nope. I'm going to send you the money and blah, blah, blah. And he would have been fine with that, but he was giving me the opportunity to make the decision. And then when I thought about it, I said, you know what? I said, if this is what you guys want, I said, I'll be up there. So we're headed up there. I'm not going to lie to you. This whole experience has been a little pricey. Not just not having any income to pay the bills at the house. That's why you save your money. But just driving back and forth, the wear and tear on the car and all that. When I get home, I'll have put over 3,000 miles on this $500 car. It's been 2 nights at a hotel. Excuse me. So this will have been 2 trips up and back to Sioux Falls with all the accompanying stops in between. 3 trips to Oklahoma City, and probably at least half a dozen to a dozen trips all over Wichita. Those miles add up, and that gasoline adds up. So I figure so far we're into this whole ordeal for around $1,000 easily. We're at $1,000 and $1,500. Now, that's a lot of money on the surface, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not much, considering what you're doing and what you're accomplishing. If you're going to go on one of these journeys, you got to make buying a truck your job, especially when you don't have a truck. So, I know a lot of guys were kind of wondering why I sold a truck when I didn't have one, and I have kind of explained that. But I'll hash it real quick here. Hey, looks like the Bellevue scale's closed. Hooray! You know, I said that I got a really good price on the truck, and I did. I got a real good price on the truck. It's a real fair amount. Like I told you, me and him, we came to an agreement fast. I mean, the whole negotiation, when all was said and done, was, I don't think it was more than 2.5, 3 minutes. It just, I hit his high number, he hit my low number, and it was it. We made an agreement. So, that was nice. But Also, if you watch my videos, I'd been kind of looking for, starting to shop for a new truck for the last few years, or for the last few months. But I realized that if I didn't take this opportunity and just be truckless, I wasn't going to take it serious. And when you have the opportunity to get some real money out of your truck, because your truck has value at that point, it's not a bad thing to just take the deal, because, well, you're getting your down payment, you're getting more than your down payment, and what's going to end up happening is, ooh, that's a bump, is that you're going to take the whole search a whole lot more serious and put all of your effort in it, because that's what you need to do. When you start looking for a truck, you need to make this your job. You're not getting paid up front for it, but I'll tell you what, the dividends are all on the back end, so it's just something to remember. Rolling in here, we're going to top off. I swear RVers are the bane of my existence. Ugh. So the fill-up's complete, and I was going to tell you guys something. I learned something interesting about this Cobra radar detector. I've been running this 480i for a while in the cars, of course, not the truck. No, seriously, not the truck. But I did figure something out about the companion app. So it's been just chilling out on the dash. It's doing pretty good. But the app does add a lot of interesting things to the front, and it does really, add a bunch of stuff there. But there's been a problem. As much as I like the data and information that it puts on the display there, and it's surprising the amount of information that will pop up. Speed, your speed, road speed, the hertz and everything else. It really does work your phone. My phone, it drains the battery, and it's just constantly collecting data, and it's constantly using data. And I just decided that unless it's on short hops or I really need it, using the app is almost counterproductive, because it is really heating up my phone. It doesn't let my phone sleep or rest. It just constantly drains the battery because it's constantly streaming back and forth. I'll hook up the app, I'll download the app and hook up the app and let you see it. But aside from that, I don't run it anymore because of that. Now, if you can see that, well, kinda, it's throwing a lot of information. It's not rolling in real life, trust me, but it's a lot of good information that it's giving out right now. But it does come with a price to your phone. Mainly because it's running a GPS with it, and it wanted access to all my media files and stuff, which I told it no. But it's all crowdsourced. Now the screen eventually will blank out, and this is nice at night, and then it'll require everything on the cell phone app. When we cross the border, you're gonna see we're gonna see there's gonna be a sign, a speed limit sign, and that'll activate that. So I'll let you see what the app shows, but then, like I said, I already told you the downfall, so yeah. Welcome to Nebraska. Sorry. We're just about to that sign. I can see it, so hopefully it kicks on. And it's not working, so I guess we'll have to wait for the next one. They're sprinkled through here, so. So this is what it looks like. The screen here. Yeah. Shows a bunch of little information and all that. It says it's spotted, but for some reason it says it's behind me. I never saw it. But what that actually was a sign hanging up on the south side of the road. So this thing will pick it up both directions. The only bad thing that you really have to worry about with some of these maps is, like, this one has been updated, but a lot of these mapping programs they use haven't updated the speed limits in a long time, so it'll say it's doing 65, speed limit 65 when it's 70, or vice versa. So you have to watch your speed. Don't totally rely on the machine, but it is kind of interesting. So anyhow, that was fun. So let's get up to Sioux Falls, and let's get up to Sioux Falls. We're out here in the middle of Nowheresville in South Dakota. It's pretty secluded out here. Apparently the main drag was out, so we're backwoodsing it. I'm in a car, why not? Might as well see something while I'm on my way up here, rather than the same old interstates. So keep going here. We're gonna hit the interstate, and who knows? We'll hit the interstate when we hit the interstate. So I will see you up there in Sioux Falls. Well, we're here. It's yellow. It is yellow. But it's not a bad looking truck. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. The tires look like they're wearing pretty good. See, that one will have to be changed, but y'all have these two changed right here. But that being said, if I buy the truck, I might just have them put all new drive tires on and just pay for that out of my pocket, I guess. It's got a Thermo King APU like my old one. So, yeah, it's locked right now, so I really can't do much with it. That's just pretty typical right there. I'm not worried about that. That's just cosmetic. So far, I really like what I see, but it's Sunday, so I'm gonna have to come back in the morning and talk to them about a few things, but I'll just have to deal with that tomorrow. So I guess we'll pick you guys up tomorrow in the morning, and when I can climb into it and we can really look it out. So see you in the morning. So it's the next morning. We're gonna head over there, look at the truck this morning, go inside, check that out, and then make a determination from there. I have to also go to about 15 miles south of Sioux Falls to the headquarters and talk to the main guy about there with some of the particulars and drop a bunch of computer equipment off. But let's go over there and look at the truck, and we took a brief look at it yesterday, so let's finish it up. So we got the key. Let's have a first look. I guess the guy just got out of here on Friday, so 454,000 miles. Nice. Lots of space, but I'm sure I'll fill it up. Yeah. It's got automatic fifth rear release, which is nice. I think seems pretty good. So let me work my way back home, and I'll be home about 4 hours from now. It'll be just a moment in YouTube land, but I'm about 4 hours out of the house, so I'm gonna put the camera down and we're gonna listen to an audiobook. Really, it's an old Vince Flynn novel, American Assassin. They made a movie about it, but the audiobook's freaking incredible. So I guess we'll just pick you up at the house and we'll finish it up there, and I'll tell you about it. So it's been a couple of days. I'm sorry if this video's gotten pretty choppy. It's been really just everything else going on. But we did make it home. I did work a deal on the truck. So I got a really good deal. APU comes with it. I looked at the maintenance records, had everything run. It's solid. The only concession that I made was the condo. But it's got an X15, a 13-speed, good rears. These trucks are set up for mileage, and that's the way this company sets them up. And I've driven their trucks, and trust me, when I tell you that 2 months when my engine was getting put in my last truck, I struggled to get my fuel bonus from the Loves. I think one of the takeaways of this whole ordeal is that I had unrealistic expectations, not in the engine and the transmission and all that, but it was a lot more petty than that. You have to realize I came out of a very, very nice truck. And there was a part of me that really didn't appreciate how nice it was because it had become routine. And having driven pack cars and narrow cabs and Peterbilts and stuff for the last, 15, 20 years, you become accustomed to a certain level, a certain standard. And the truck I came out of, carpet, wood grain, leather seats, and my last couple of trucks were like that. So there was a part of me that kind of felt like I was going backwards, into a base model truck with a rubber floor and no real amenities and all that, but I can add all that later if I want to. But that's when I realized that I had to shift my attitude. It was simply this. I guess maybe I'd gotten a little spoiled with my old truck, and I realized that sometimes you just have to give and look at the positives when it comes to things like leather seats and carpet and wood grain and all that other stuff. I mean, I looked at a lot of these trucks, and I feel really blessed to be in a country that I can have the options of this stuff. But it came down to my attitude. I realized that my attitude was off about certain things. And when I kind of humbled myself a little bit and realized that this truck will do everything I want it to do. And it's not a bad looking truck. It'll make me money. Don't get me wrong, the old truck made me money. The old truck made me a lot of money. But this truck will be pulling the same trailers and hauling the same loads. And I'm going to make a lot of money with this truck too. So you kind of have to adjust your focus. And here's the thing. I saved my money. I got a lot of good money for my last truck. I paid cash. I don't owe anything on that truck. And that right there says a lot. Well, not says a lot, it means a lot, because I can have some extra money, I can have some extra time to do things. I'm not going to have to sit there and work to make $1,000 a week truck payments. And if you're doing that and you're doing well, I'm not going to fault you for that. Not everybody got into this position, and truthfully, I'm very blessed that I could do this. And when you guys buy your second or third truck, I hope you're in the position to be able to do this too. I mean, having it paid for right out of the box means a lot more than leather and wood grain. So I didn't get exactly everything I wanted, but I got a good truck. This truck will get me to the next thing. And in this market right now, it's not a bad thing. This is a tough market. Like I said earlier, the market isn't set up for the second-hand user. But that being said, I got a good truck. It's gonna do me well. The old truck did me well. This truck will do me just as well. So I'm gonna be leaving in a couple of days to head back up, get a rental car, go pick the truck up, and the next video will be that. It's gonna be a whole new adventure. And sometimes, guys, I'm not saying you have to lower your standards, but sometimes you do have to make a couple of concessions. And once I willingly made the concessions, I got a steal of a deal. You know, did it check all the boxes? No. And no truck ever will. But I'll tell you this, some of the little things, I can actually go down to Kenworth and have them added. If I want more cabinets, that's probably $3,000 to $4,000, but I can have a whole cabinet system put in, the sleeper. And we'll see what the storage looks like on that, and I may do that next year. I mean, it's still a tax write-off. So, at the end of the day, I got a truck. And I can't really wait to give you guys a proper walkthrough and just a whole deal on that, because this has been quite a journey. So we got one more trip to go up and get it, and then we're off to brand new great things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this journey, and like I said, we got one more video with it, and I guess we'll just see you next video when I go up and get it. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next video.